I was surprised. I had no idea Tiffany was so bloodthirsty. I was like, oh, she really is evil. Hello, Chucky. Long time no see.
I'm too old for this shit.
Jennifer, nice to meet you. I admire you very much. You're a very sexy lady and a really great actress.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm happy about both of those things.
Jennifer, do you like horror movies, horror series?
You know what? Before I did Chucky, I never really saw any horror films. And I kind of didn't want to do Chucky because I was like, well, I don't watch horror films. Why should I be in one? And then I read the script and I thought, well, this is really kind of funny. And I love the character of Tiffany. I thought she's so diabolical and sort of and campy. And I love that she turned into a doll. And of course, I had that spectacular execution scene, but I never thought it would lead to a franchise because of course, in Bride of Chucky, I die at the end of the movie. I'm dead. Her human body is dead and her doll body is dead, burned beyond recognition. So I thought I was one and done. But then Don called me up a couple of years later and he's like, we're making another Chucky movie. Are you available? And I said, Tiffany's dead. He was like, oh, Jennifer, nobody's ever really dead in the Chucky movies. Like Chucky dies at the end of every movie. Like at the end of Seed of Chucky, he's chopped into little pieces.
Yeah.
But they find all the pieces, they put them back together again. So it's just like really delightful for me. Great fans. Mexico, I think, is where I have one of the biggest fan bases. The Mexico loves Chucky. So they tell me in my Instagram and my Twitter. But yeah, I had no idea. I've done 4 Chucky movies and now I'm doing the Chucky series. And it's lucky because Tiffany is such a fun character. Like I get to wear my push-up bra and the high heels and I run around and I kill people and then I make jokes and I file my nails and I lick the blood off of the knife. It's like nobody ever offers me those kinds of really fun parts anymore. So I was so excited when Don said he was doing a series and he had a part for me. And when I got the script, I wanted to call him up and say, thank you, Don. Thank you. Thank you for writing me such a wonderful part. But I didn't because I wanted him to think he was very, very lucky to have me do his series. I didn't want him to think I was lucky to get this great part, but it's been a blast.
Yeah, and in this series, we're gonna be witness of this special moment when two people, two lost souls get connected. It's the beginning of a love story.
Are you talking about between me and Fiona Dorff?
No, no.
You're talking. Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, as we enter episode 5, you see a lot of Tiffany's backstory, and Tiffany is played by this wonderful young actress. His name is Blaze, and you sort of see their backstory, like how they met. And I was surprised. I had no idea Tiffany was so bloodthirsty. I was like, oh, she really is evil, because I thought that she was very sweet growing up, and Chucky drew her into his evil orb and sort of corrupted her. But it was like, no, she's just as bad as Chucky. So actually, when I started playing my part after reading the backstory, actually Tiffany does a lot of really bad things in the television series. And she's also she gets kind of unhinged. She gets a little crazy. I mean, fun is fun, but in the Chucky television series, she really goes to town in her bloodthirstiness. So it's really fun watching the younger actors play Tiffany and Charles Lee Ray, but it also gave me more insight into who Tiffany was. And that's what's really fun about the series, is we have a lot more time. We have 8 hours to flesh out the characters, and it's a wonderful ensemble. Like, people love the kids, the story with the kids, and the father, and then when we all show up, it's Alex Vincent, who played Andy Barkley. He shows up. Kyle, played by Christine Elise, who's Kyle the babysitter, and myself, and Fiona Dora, who is a wonderful actress. But as you know from the end of Cult of Chucky, Fiona is possessed by the spirit of Chucky. So she's got Chucky in her. Character's Nika, but she's Nika. On the call sheet, they call her Nika Chucky because she's Nika, but she's also Chucky. And Tiffany is kind of in love with both of them. So it's so much fun. Like my very first day at work, I got to make out with Fiona, and that was fun. And she's an amazing actress. Sometimes I watch her acting in the scenes we're in and my mouth just drops open. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so lucky to work with Fiona. She's so talented.
And Chucky said something. Everyone is a killer if you push enough. Do you agree with that?
Well, in the Chucky universe, yes, it's true.
The Chucky universe is different. Yeah.
In the
you're
Chucky
right.
universe, but there are people. He actually, Don explored this nature versus nurture theme. So you saw the backstory in the first 4 episodes where little Chucky, it turned out he had a wonderful childhood and he was just bad. And I think some people are just bad, like Tiffany is just bad. I think Jake, it's sort of the battle between good and evil, and you've seen him struggling against, what Chucky wants him to do and his inherent goodness. So I believe it's not true. Chucky is a bad person, so he thinks everybody's capable of being bad. But I think that some people, they think about doing bad things, but they don't do it. And that's what makes the difference between like a psycho and a regular person. I mean, I'm sure we've all had these days where like, oh, I'm going to kill my boyfriend, but you don't actually go in the kitchen and grab a butcher knife.
Yeah, it's just an expression.
It's an expression.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish with something. I know you are a great poker player, and I thought, okay, she's a good poker player because she can act every day, acting, making faces, expressions, and then she can rest with a poker face.
Yes.
With any problem. How hard is this to make a poker face?
Well, the thing is, it's actually very easy because I'm an actress. And so I can pretend, actresses can, in the movie, when your husband dies, you just sob and sob because you believe your husband died. So I can believe I have a good hand. And if I believe it, I make other people believe it. So I'm very, very good at bluffing. And I'm very good at staying very still and not giving off any information. And Dawn actually put a poker game in the Chucky television series, which I think you see in episode 5 or episode 6. So there's a poker game, and it's actually, we're playing poker, but it's actually a metaphor for the battle of wits that's going on between me and Fiona Dourif. So I love that he incorporates things in my life into the show. And that's what's great, because he knows me very well. He knows all of us really well, all the old characters that are coming in. And so he incorporates things in our life into the show, and that's what makes it special.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. I'll be watching you.
Yes,
I'm not joking, but I will be watching.
It's a great show. It's great talking to you. Bye.
It is. Bye-bye.
Thank you.